telling a lot of young people and people in China come to Canada. Tell them what a lot of people say Vancouver, take for example, is the city most suitable for people to live. What does the city look like? Right. So you see the environment, the trees, the air, the sky, which we never see that in Beijing for a long, long time. The most luxury
I think the thing is, in Vancouver, you can't see the air. In Beijing, you can see it.
It's a lot of fog and rain.
And I think...
You see the rain, but we're not going to tell them about the rain in Vancouver.
Don't tell anyone.
But one thing I want to also tell, encourage the Chinese tourism, not only to Canada, to all over the world, especially the developed countries. Tokyo, New York, San Francisco, Vancouver, and these big cities all had the same problems like China, Beijing did.
Yeah.
If they can make it, why China cannot make it?
Yeah.
Of course.
Right? If Vancouver, if New York and Tokyo, London, they clean the airs, why China could not? This is, I want more Chinese people, young people, travel around the world, learn from, respect, appreciate the culture of the different countries. People coming here, I think most of Chinese people will be shocked by such great environment that your country have. If a country with such a great environment, people have the trust on the product, service you make. So this is what we think we are passionate about.
Yeah.
And the second, how can we encourage them? Of course, we have Ali Trip. We have 500 million people using our services. We also would love to hope that the Canadian government can give an easy visa problem for Chinese people.
I think that was.
It's not easy. And it's not easy for young people in China to get visas. If you're using traditional ways, they have to deposit the money in the bank and get a certificate. Oh my God, it's so complicated. Today, using Alipay, they have the Sesame rating system easy. We should trust the young people. Right? If Canada...
For the record, this is not the first time Jack's made that pitch.
And Jack knows it's actually not that easy for Canadians to China sometimes either.
If Canada announced easy visa for Chinese young people with great rating system based on the payment or whatever we system created, I think it's going to be huge news. It's going to be great incentive to Chinese tourism. Young people love to come here. When they come here, their generation will come here. This is good. This is I'm pushing the government for a long time, and I think we will, I promise, as Alibaba chairman, we will keep everybody come to Canada with online visa. We will have a good rating for them. If they do something wrong, we will punish them instead of you. And also,
I think we've just heard about Ali
We'll talk about that.
And
also, might be part of the problem.
And also, please, the immigration department give those people more. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem, but people coming to this country, they don't know a lot of the culture and things. So, I like my city. Hangzhou, people, if they make driving, the people from the other cities, when they come to our city, they don't have the traffic rules and they're all going to be bad. The policemen normally don't give them tough time.
I heard the best place about the city is if I came 20 years ago, you would have given me a tour of it yourself.
Yeah. So I have a full confidence in Canada improving the tourism, and when Chinese tourists come, they're going to buy a lot of things you out. They say, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. With the logistics system we built up, they can shopping, spending money, and logistics will send their products back home immediately. It's going to increase a lot of jobs here, and these jobs are normally designed for small business because $5,000, $10,000, you can be a good servant agent to serve those hotels, bars, and restaurants, and all these things. This is what I feel passionate about, and I think this is what Alibaba want to do.
Outstanding.
After running 500 million people's community, I know how tough it is to be government. 1% of them are bad guy. I got a 50 million percent bad guy, 50 million bad guys. Oh, they're crazy, right? So as a
well, fortunately, there's no bad guys in Canada. Canada's an easy place to govern.
Good ones.
All right. Yeah. But anyway, for running a company, 54,000. If we think this guy is not qualified, we can fire him. But you cannot fire a citizen. Right? More complicated. You got so many things to deal with. So when I compare to this politician, this greatest, I say, wow, Jack, life is so easy for us. Of course, I fly over 867 hours in the air last year. But,
you don't live on Earth anymore.
Yeah, so, but I operated my company on the mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is that when you think you're tough, look at the others. The other people is much tougher than you are. When you think you're
to wake up tomorrow morning and say, I'm not Justin Trudeau. His job is much harder.
You know what? And everyone's job is tough. Everyone has to compete different interests. Everyone has to figure out how to balance personal life, a family with work. We all have to figure out what matters in our lives. And for me, and I know it for you as well, Jack, that what drives you is the people you serve, is your customers,
yes,
is the folks who actually count on you to help them get ahead, to give them opportunities, but also get them the products they need. And what keeps me going, what keeps governments going, is the opportunity to serve and give opportunities to their citizens. And we're always competing different interests, and there's always, no matter what we do, there's people who hate it, and there's people who love it, and there's people who don't even know what you've done. That's just the way it is. But if you stay connected with people, you stay thinking about not just what they want, but what their dreams are and how they want to see the future, then you know you're on the right track. And whether you're a small business or you're an entrepreneur or a government, if you stay connected to the people that you serve, you're not going to go too wrong. And that's your lesson, and that's one I got from you.
Absolutely. We never drive our company because of competition. Mm-hmm. I never feel passionate because we'll make more revenue and profit next month. Of course, if we're revenue profit, I'm happy. But this is not something. The thing drive us is the Alibaba smile on the customers.
Yeah.
They made money. They hired more people. They paid more tax. They bought a new car. This is something. It's much more fun than you make a lot of money. When I sit in the restaurant, somebody pay my bill. Somebody gives me a cigar, say, thank you very much, Jack. Because of Alibaba, I made a lot of money. I want to pay your bills. That's the most fun part of your life. That is something drivers continue to do.
You can't do that for me. There's an ethics commission. Make sure I pay my own bills.
I did that.
Thank you for the thought.
That's why it's easier for us. Much easier for us. Yeah, as an entrepreneur, you have to be optimistic. If you're not optimistic, you cannot survive for 3 months.
It's your job to be optimistic.
Yeah. Think about, if you cannot do it, somebody will be able to do it. If somebody able to do it, why you cannot do it? So this is optimistic. Second, build a good team. The team not listen to you, not because they listen to you. The team because they can comprehend the things that you are not good at. So a good team is so critical for a team. A lot of internet companies, American, go to China, not successful. One of the reasons is that they send people there not make custom happy. They send people that make boss happy. Do not hire the people who make you happy. Hire the people who believe the dream, make the custom happy. And the third, stay focused. If you do not stay focused, there are 9 rabbits. You change this rabbit, change that rabbit, change the time, you go nowhere. So stay focused is the key. And then have patience. Think the future. So global vision, local win. Mm-hmm. Finally, the most important. Open and put your business online. If without that and doing business, think about China. And then after China, think about Africa, Europe. I am 100% confident in Canadian products. You guys produce excellent products. You absolutely can find customers online, China, and elsewhere. So you start to learn. The first 3 years as a startup, remember, first 3 years, the most difficult period. Surviving 3 years, you will get used to failure.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get used to success. Get used to failure. And then you get stronger. So 5 years later, if you're an entrepreneur for 5 years, you don't have a reason to give up. Because if you give up, you don't have a job. You don't know which company you're joining. Because you always that. So this is my advice. Stay focused, build a good team, be optimistic, and always believe today is difficult. Tomorrow is more difficult. The day after tomorrow is beautiful. Most people die tomorrow evening. You have to work hard, then you can survive. Service you make. So this is what we think we are passionate about.
Yeah.
And the second, how can we encourage them? Of course, we have Ali Trip. We have 500 million people using our services. We also would love to hope that the Canadian government can give an easy visa problem for the developed countries. Tokyo, New York, San Francisco, Vancouver, and these big cities all had the same problems like China, Beijing did.
Yeah.
If they can make it, why China cannot make it?
Yeah.
Of course. Right? If Vancouver, if New York and Tokyo, London, they clean the airs, why China? The most luxury
I think the thing is, in Vancouver, you can't see the air. In Beijing, you can see.
It's a lot of fog and rain.
And I think...
You see the rain, but we're not going to tell them
We're
about
not
the
going to
rain
tell
in
them,
Vancouver.
don't tell anyone.
But one thing I want to also tell, encourage the Chinese tourism, not only to Canada, to all over the world, especially telling a lot of young people and people in China come to Canada. Tell them what a lot of people say Vancouver, take for example, is the city most suitable for people to live. What does the city look like? Right. So you see the environment, the trees, the air, the sky, which we never see that in Beijing for a long, long time. China cannot. This is, I want more Chinese people, young people, travel around the world, learn from, respect, appreciate the culture of the different countries. People coming here, I think most of Chinese people will be shocked by such great environment that your country have. If a country with such a great environment, people have the trust on the products.